Nigeria Info 99.3 is how you can be a part of it. Before I go on into the big three, right, let me quickly say this. There's something about mechanics, right? There's this weird thing about mechanics. So I was at my mechanic workshop. In fact, I had to race down here. I had to jump on buses to get here because I went there to fix something quite, small. Because I don't like anything small, even if it's no matter how small it is. I don't like anything affecting my car. My car is my baby. You know that advice now. Yeah, my car is like my baby. So and okay, let me not mention. I almost mentioned his name. And I said, guy, okay, so this is what I know. I said, who do this? Who do this? Speaking nonsense. I said, how long? How long? Because I need to get back to the office because I've got to do hard facts today. And he said, in 30 minutes. 30 minutes from 12:30 till about now. Anyways, yeah, I'm just glad that I'm here in good time to handle the show. So I don't know mechanics. Now let's begin. Let's begin our three hard facts for the day. The number one hard fact for the day is that of the Naira abuse case or cases that we are beginning to see. The latest being that of Cubana chief priest. He has been granted 10 million naira in bail, and a lot of Nigerians don't want to have it. A lot of Nigerians are not having it. Some actually got it. Some couldn't fathom why. Some felt that it was a preferential treatment of some sort. Well, in case you don't know, Idris Okuneye, that people call, he calls himself Bob Risky. He calls himself Mummy of Lagos when there are plenty real original mummies of Lagos. In this Lagos that we are, we know some of them, very nice people. But he claimed the title of Mummy of Lagos, and we've been looking at him with corner eye. But so it was picked up by the EFCC. No, it wasn't picked up actually. He was invited and he answered the EFCC's call. And from there, he was detained, and then the case started. And we all know the story, right? Then the next thing, we heard yesterday that Cubana chief priest was going to be arraigned today. Everybody thought that, what's happening? What's going on? And all of that. Eventually, video surfaced early this morning about how he arrived at the court premises in Lagos and all of that. And then, boom, the case has been adjourned because the Federal High Court in Lagos here granted him, that's Pascal Okechukwu, that's his real name. The Federal High Court in Lagos granted him bail, admitted him to bail, 10 million naira with two sureties in like sum. And that was quite a number of people had expressed so many things. So what did Cubana chief priest do? He was arraigned on 3-count charge bordering on abuse of naira by allegedly spraying and tampering with our money at a social event, contrary to the provisions of the CBN Act of 2007. Cubana chief priest was alleged to have sprayed the naira on February 13 this year at a function there. He was also said to have tampered with funds in the denomination of 500 naira notes issued by the CBN, because in that video that is in possession of the EFCC, he was spraying 500 naira notes for 2 hours non-stop. Hey Joe, please, I beg you, where do you people get money? 2 hours non-stop spraying 500 naira notes. There's God in heaven. So I want to, the reason this is not to me personally, it's really not a big story, but then it is, I don't have a choice. It is what you are talking about that we bring on Hard Facts, the big three, right? It is what is trending, news that is trending. That's why it's making the number one and the top three today. And I'd like to open the telephone, and this is Cubana chief priest pleading not guilty, and then the court granting him bail to the tune of 10 million naira with two sureties in like sum, that is 30 million naira. And then the case adjourned, and Bob Risky, who pleaded guilty, and he still got the maximum penalty for that offense, according to the CBN Act 2007. If you listen to Daily Digest with Jimmy Disu yesterday, renowned lawyer GT Ogunye was on the show, and he said something about if I mean the courts usually, again, if these things are the discretion of the court, anyways. So nobody should force the judge. It is what the law has stipulated. The law did not say that any person found guilty of this offense should be sentenced to between these and this. The law clearly states that the person should be sentenced to 6 months or 50,000 naira fine or both. And in the wisdom of the judge said to serve as deterrent to others, Bobrisky would go in for 6 months. Maximum sentence, yeah. Because there's no minimum, really. I mean, look at it. 50 million naira, 50,000 naira rather. But then in this case as well, in the case of Pascal, in the case of Pascal, it was 10 million naira in bail. It wasn't a fine because I've heard so many interpretations. I've seen so many interpretations rather on social media. He was saying the law says 50,000 naira. Why is it being granted? It wasn't a ruling. It wasn't a judgment yet. It was a bail condition, and there was nothing like a bail condition in the law. The law would just state a penalty for a particular offense. So I hope that is clear. There is no ambiguity in that. The judge did not do anything outside of the law. It's just a bail condition. That's why it's put at 10 million naira. For most of these people, most of these socialites, these elites, how much is 50,000 naira for them? To be honest with you, how much is 50,000 naira for them? If the court had said, okay, Bobrisky, because you have shown this and that, would grant you, bail, will release you, will fine you 50,000 naira because the law states it's 50,000 naira, it will just be nothing. In the wisdom of the court said, go for the maximum, 6 months. Why are Nigerians comparing to these two cases? They are the same anyways. So they are the same cases. This time around, they're the same because it's the same charges that were leveled against the two of them. One pleaded guilty, one said, I'm not guilty. So that's why we are here, where we are right now. Hold on to that story. Let me drop the second story very quickly. Dangote Refinery has slashed diesel price to 1,000 naira per litre. A lot of people, this took them by surprise yesterday. But you must know now that the Dangote Refinery has slashed the price of diesel by 16.6% to 1,000 naira per litre. It was initially slashed from 1,006 or so to 1,200. Then Dangote Refinery went further and slashed again to 1,000 naira per litre. Some will say this is great, this is awesome. The price of diesel was relatively high for months. We all know that. People couldn't even run their businesses. I mean, it was so high because at the time, we were mainly importing diesel. And we know, diesel run heavy machinery, right? That was why, we had to pay so much for it. But right now, Dangote Refinery is online, is working perfectly, as against what some fifth columnists brought out the other time, that it was all staged. It was all staged. We're bringing in refined crude, refined diesel, and then I hope that's rested now. It's not everything that you see on social media, no matter the pedigree of the person. Just don't swallow things because that's by the way. Let's move on with this story. Dangote Refinery put out a statement, and it reads, in an unprecedented move, Dangote Petroleum Refinery has announced a further reduction of the price of diesel from 1,200 to 1,000 naira per litre while rolling out the products. The refinery supplied at a substantially reduced price of 1,200 naira per litre 3 weeks ago, representing over 30% reduction from the previous market price of about 1,600 naira per litre. This significant reduction in the price of diesel at Dangote Petroleum Refinery is expected to positively affect all the spheres of the economy and ultimately reduce the high inflation rate in the country. Let me stop there because we have talk. We have talk. Now, I was watching Dangote, Aliko Dangote the other time, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, if you like, I think some days ago, and he was talking about what's happening at the refinery, why they reduced the cost of diesel and all of that. I didn't even know that he was going to go ahead and this was going to happen, really. But then he mentioned that the reason for the high cost of diesel mainly is because of the deregulation, the floating of the Naira at the time. So they couldn't be running at a loss. In fact, they had already lost so much. But now that the Naira is bouncing back, it's only appropriate for them to also adjust their own product price as well. That this is as a result of the Naira rallying. This is as a result of the Naira gaining. That's why the price of diesel is down. Now, our gist is, one, could this be one of the benefits of having Dangote, Elumelu, Innocent, and the rest of them as part of President Tinubu's Economic Advisory Committee? Could this be one of the advantages of putting these people together? Because I know when this committee was announced, quite a number of you and others as well, to be frank, well, the opinion that why would you have business people advise you on the economy? Business people will always put their business first in anything. Again, I'm just asking whether this could be one of the benefits of having such a person or such people in an economic advisory committee status to the president, because they work with the president directly. They don't report to anybody but the president, of course, the chief of staff as well. That's my number one gist. My second gist is, so diesel is expected to go down, at least because I'm using expected because I don't know how much you have bought diesel today, which you still call me and tell me whether you are able to purchase diesel at 1,000 naira. You let me know. So diesel is expected to go down, right? But the inflationary pressure is still there. The question is, once this takes full effect, diesel 1,000 naira per liter, whether you feel it should, not must, because we don't know, whether you feel it should force down to a large extent the price on food and other commodities. Because the thing is, these commodities are usually being transported by heavy trucks who are powered by diesel. Do you suppose that this would bring down the price of food commodities and maybe other stuff as well? Next is that, when will you and me start to see the effect of this kind of gesture on everything around us? Particularly, why can't we have the same effect on PMS? Because if we're saying that Naira is gaining, and we're still importing fuel, of course Naira is gaining, which means that we'll spend less now to import fuel than we're spending to import fuel some weeks ago, right? Because Naira has been gaining. Why hasn't the price of fuel gone down? That's our second story. We're going to pause here. Let me take one or two calls. Then we'll talk about our third story, which is on Nnamdi Kanu. He was in court and he gave the government 3 conditions before he can proceed with his trial. 0700 993. No, don't call that. Call 0201 465 7190. I've just got time to take one call. That's what I've got time for. Let's see who is here. Hard Facts. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to you. Welcome.
Thank you. Dangote have tried, and I believe that very soon he will see slide it for 500 naira, so that manufacturers can go back to their manufacturing than to clamping down on the seller. Maybe a seller will buy what we say how he buy.
Abi.
Maybe so.
Abi.
May God bless him. Concerning Bobrisky, I know that the judge, they have their own mind and what they can do, but this is the same case. This one is going to 26 months, and this one has pleaded not guilty. The ones that are pleaded guilty, you did not treat him with leniency. That's a technical and tactical and the sociological witch hunting of the Bobrisky judgment.
That's what you think.
I know that what he did, concerning the aspect, we don't like him, but what they did to him, it is inhuman, and I'm angry for this case this morning. A person that pleaded mercy, you do not help him. All of us must be jailed, though, because every Nigerian.
No, it's not me. It's not me and you. It's not me and you that will be jailed. It's not me and you. I don't like. I don't like jail. Jail is not good. Jail is not good. Thank you.
But every Nigerian has spread money in this life. All of us have spread money. That's what I'm saying, sir.
Okay, thank you. Bye for now. I can't. I don't think I have ever done that though. I'm not saying I'm a saint, but I can't. I don't remember. Emmanuel is here. Emmanuel, hi. How you doing?
Yeah, good afternoon.
I've got about 45 seconds for you.
Oh, okay, yeah, welcome from your leave. You be like saying I 1 year leave, then you go. As for Dangote, it's a welcome development, but you should stretch it to cement also.
Yeah.
Because to be honest with you, the price of cement, the thing to go high. Many of us when get projects, we don't.
I wanted to say that. Do you know how many people that have stopped their projects now because of that
in
cement?
Fact, so many in my environment. They're talking about a chief priest.
Yeah.
But the law should be implemented, to the fullest. Because some people are like only Mama Kusimina, like Kujimi we say.
We always say,
we should respect everything that belongs to our country,
thank you.
Our flag, our Naira, and everything. Thank you.
Thank you for calling me. Let's go to break, Lagos. We'll be back.
On the Morning Crossfire with me, Kofi Bartels. You have the big names, the most pressing issues, and the sharpest conversations.
We must leave that place of talking into the space of doing.
Nothing are paying through their nose, and you are telling them after training they can't migrate. I will not be part of those who will give soft landing to these guys who are running the affairs of this country.
People are dying every day in an hour. People just go in and come out and read out stories to us. Come on, Kofi. We must step beyond the talk. We have the analysis.
Join us as we dissect the headlines, bring you exclusive interviews, and dive deep into the heart of the matter. The big conversations live here.
Join Kofi Bartels on the Morning Crossfire, weekdays 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. only on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Anywhere Clara enter like this, people must give am compliment.
Clara, this your sense make sense so.
Na because I dey use Wazobia. Anywhere Johnny enter sef, people must comot cap for am. Johnny. As you enter like this, everywhere just begin smell nice. Which kind perfume you dey use? Na Wazobia perfume.
This is the Big Three.
The Big Three on Hard Facts
On 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back to Hard Facts Big Three. I'm Sheriff Quadry. My Wazobia perfume is giving, I hope you people know that thing, I think can stay on your body for 4 days, though. I swear. But let's move on. Let's take some more calls. So I just got a press statement from Ajuri Ngelale now, and Ajuri has released this statement. Says President Tinubu commends Dangote Group over new gantry price of diesel. It reads, President Tinubu, Bola Tinubu commends the enterprising feat of Dangote Oil and Gas Limited in reducing the gantry price of automotive gas oil, AGO, also known as diesel. The group recently reviewed downwards the price of AGO from 1,650 to 1,000 Naira per litre for a minimum of the million litres of the product, as well as providing a discount of 30 Naira per litre for an offtake of 5 million litres and above. You get that? The price review represents a 60% drop, which will in no small measure impact the prices of sundry goods and services. The president affirms that Nigerians and domestic businesses are the nation's surest transport and security to that glorious destiny of economic prosperity, noting that federal government's 20% stake in Dangote Refinery and why such partnerships between public and private entities are essential to advancing the overall well-being of the country. The president calls on Nigerians and businesses to, at this time, put the nation in priority gear while assuring them of a conducive, safe, and secure environment to thrive. That's the statement. Pretty short one. I'm guessing that they just have to put that together very quickly. That's the president reacting to the story on our big three today, the second story on our big three today. 0201 465 7190 is the studio line, the big three. Let's get on with the show. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon, Sherry.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, this is the merchant man.
Welcome.
Yeah, I want to start with the Dangote slicing the price of diesel.
Right.
Yeah, this is part of the reason we've been calling for rehabilitation of some of the refineries across the country. If these refineries had been put to work, I think that essence of monopoly that, the issue of subsidy and the rest of them that some people have been enjoying that has not materialized into touching the lives of average Nigerians should have been a thing of the past. But just because we continue to look up to importation and subsidy and all that, we continue to suffer. So if we have working refineries that will make these prices of these commodities to go down, we'll enjoy a better life. Okay. I'm not really overexcited because it's not what it's supposed to be.
Thank you.
That's the way.
Thank you.
Then,
no. You've got 60 seconds. Your time is up. Thanks for calling me. Aprichiku, hi. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, Mr. Sharif.
Good afternoon to
How
you.
are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Thank you. What's your story?
Good. Yeah. I commend the Dangote Group as well.
Yes, please.
Yeah, because if that is the way to go, and we have a government that cannot provide all these things, I commend Dangote Group too. They are doing great. Then for Bob Whiskey and the Chief Priest, well, that's why I said that the problem we have is that our leaders are not telling us the truth. You see? So let the stretch hammer go around.
Okay.
Everyone involved in this Naira abuse. Because we are getting reports now on some people, ministers, the same offense. Nothing have done there. Let EFCC go around. Let some people not be sacred cows on this issue, this very manner.
All right.
Understand? Right. God bless you, Sharif.
Bless you too. Aprichiku, thanks for calling me. Let me go to Facebook. I've got some comments here. This is Ojimbo Lillian. Lillian, if you're watching me, you're saying that over 2 weeks your app is not working and you guys didn't do anything about it, and you said you're disappointed. Lillian, let me quickly check what you are saying. I'm going to launch my own app right now in the studio. Let me see.
Some people not be sacred cows on this issue.
All right. Lillian, you see, the app is working. There's nothing wrong with the app, Lillian. So what you're going to do, what I would advise you do, Lillian, if you're watching me, is you can delete the version that you have, or don't delete, just go to Google Play Store if you're on Android, or if you're on the iPhone, go to the App Store, search for Nigeria Info, then just update your app. Right, just update it. Or just uninstall, then download a new update and, enjoy Nigeria. The app is working. I just launched mine now. So let me take another message here from Raphael. Raphael says, please kindly take over the presentation of the program. No, I'm not going to take over the presentation of the program. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Aha. David says, Dangote reducing diesel price commendable. On Cubana chief priest is not the only Nigerian. Oh, David, I'm so sorry. Another message pushed yours away. So sorry about that. Thank you for your message. On the message, Lillian is right. Well, I'm not saying that she's wrong, and I just only launched the app right here in the studio right now. I mean, how do you doubt what's just been done right now? How do you doubt that? Okay. Anyway, let's go to WhatsApp. Let's go take some messages quickly on WhatsApp. We've got a couple here. Let's start with this one here, because I need to move on to my last story, which I think a lot of people are waiting for. The merchant man, you've already called, so let's leave your message. Let's go take another one quickly. I'm going to take this one here. This person says, how can he plead not guilty when evidence showed and also granted bail when Bobrisky was denied bail of the same offense? Olusoga, you're absolutely wrong, completely wrong. Number one, you can plead not guilty to any charge, even if, the evidence is overwhelming. You can decide to plead not guilty. to anything, then it will now be the burden will be on you to prove the prosecutor wrong. Yeah. So you can decide then. Secondly, Bobrisky was not denied anything. Bobrisky pleaded guilty. Again, like I said, I've seen this reaction as well online. So many people, very bitter about the entire thing. There was nothing like Bobrisky being denied bail. No. He pleaded guilty. That's it. All right. So let's quickly take this one here. It says spraying 500 naira notes for 2 hours. What does this guy do for a living? It's quite sad that we allow people with questionable characters and no real source of livelihood to feel special and powerful. So Casey from Ojo, Cubana Chief Priest has a well-known means of livelihood. Not just one, Seth. He has quite a few businesses that he runs. So I'm not speaking in his defense. I'm just telling you that, I'm just trying to correct what you said, that, he may not have a known source of livelihood. Okay. Let's take Oluroti Steve in Ajay. Oluroti says, Did I hear you say this February, God is in heaven, or in same year, where many people are finding it hard to feed? Well, Steve is trying to reconcile the fact that someone is spraying 500 naira non-stop for 2 hours. Yeah, I know. Well, that's life, bro. That's life. AA is in Abuja. AA says Dangote slashing price of diesel or gasoline to 1,000 naira is no good news for me. Yesterday I bought diesel 1,450 naira. I don't think much is going to change from the above pump price as a result of the slash by Dangote. That's why I asked whether you feel anything would change, and how soon you would want things to start changing. Well, thank you, AA from Abuja. Thanks for tuning in from Abuja. I guess you're listening from the mobile app. For those who are still doubting, this is AA from Abuja. And on WhatsApp Lagos, someone also sent messages in from Kaduna, I think. Is it Kaduna or something? Somewhere in the north. So please, the app is working. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sheriff.
Welcome to Hard Facts.
Lucky Lola from Magbo.
Lucky, you got 60 seconds. Talk to me.
Yes, quickly about this Naira abuse of a thing.
Right.
It's like this year motto is Operation Save the Naira. Because the Naira has suffered too much.
Naira suffered, though, to be honest.
I need the EFCC to dig out videos of politicians and other dignitaries. Trust me, many people will, in short, they will be in jail. There will be this reunion in Kirikiri. I'm telling you. Yeah. Enjoy the rest of the day.
You too, Lucky Lola. Thank you for calling me. Appreciate it. We're going to wait for our next call. Rapujuku, why are you calling me back? There's no need to call me back, please. Don't call me back. Please don't call. You've already called. I'm going to take another call quickly. Hello.
Good afternoon to you, Mr. Seri.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
Thank you. Tell your first again.
Thank you, sir.
My name is Prince Wires. I'm calling from Abu Dhabi. I think from 1,000 to down to 1,000 naira, I must commend Mr. Dangote. I don't wear. And when Papa give free license to private people, that time around, only this man, people that build the refinery. If other people have done this, you can't be say, okay, this man will manipulate everything. I thank him, and I want Mr. President to tell the Minister for Petroleum or the NFP's man to make sure our own refinery works. Mm-hmm. Before the refinery works today, I'm telling you everything will come down. And I'm thanking them for doing this. Good afternoon to you, Mr. Terry.
Good afternoon to you too, sir. Thank you for calling me. At the 4 o'clock hour, we're going to do our Sankore hour. This time, I'm going to dedicate the entire hour to you, the fans of Rotimi Sankore. I heard the voices of people who we've lined up from Monday up until this moment, and it will continue like that all through the week, because this week we're doing that tribute. Rotimi deserves it. Rotimi was a great guy. Yeah. So we're going to give you that time from 4 to 5 to pay your tributes to Rotimi Sankore. And you're very free to do that, okay? All right, 4 to 5. Usifo, how are you doing, Usifo?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
My name is Peter Usifo. I'm calling from Abano Jenikotu.
You're welcome, sir.
I want to talk on the case of Bobrisky and Cubana
Okay.
chief priest.
All right.
Yeah, I want to compare the two. Though it's the same case, but the point is that there are two different ways. One, it depends on the two lawyers for the two people. You
Right.
understand?
Right.
Then, secondly, it depends on the pleadings too. But remember, Bobrisky had more serious case than the Cubana chief priest, in the sense that Bobrisky had extra case that's on money laundering.
No, it was dropped. It was
He
dropped.
dropped that.
It was
So
dropped.
for
So
him
we
to
can
appeal
count that.
He was supposed to go to jail, or maybe the 50,000 naira.
Do you think he was badly advised? Do you think his lawyer? Do you think his lawyer didn't advise him well?
Yeah, I will not say that the lawyer did not advise him well, because they dropped EFCC. Mind you, EFCC dropped that charge on laundering, on money laundering, and that would have been more serious than even the.
Hold on. That is if EFCC can prove it beyond reasonable doubt. So we can't exactly say whether EFCC will even be able to prove that.
Yeah, it all depends. It all depends. But for him to he saw it as a window to escape. You understand? That's Bobrisky. So he quickly agreed to pleading guilty. You understand? But the other one, that is Cubana chief priest, did not plead guilty. And moreover, he spent about 10 million naira at the moment. And the case is still going to be tried.
It's still
on
going.
the 2nd
Yes,
of May.
that's right.
So even at last, if he's giving 50,000 as an alternative to going to prison,
Right.
people should not even doubt that. People should not crucify the FCC or the court or the judge
Right.
for giving him that alternative.
Right.
Because he did not plead guilty.
He didn't
That's
plead
my
guilty.
observation. Thank you
Well,
very
well
much.
said. Thank you for calling. Appreciate it. So here is the thing to that story, and I'm going to be brief. Don't worry. Oh, I have Chooks here. Let me speak with Chooks, and I'll come back to address that. Hello, Chooks. How you doing?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you,
Good
Chooks.
afternoon.
Yes.
Yes, I want to talk about the prison sentence of Bobrisky. I think the court might have decided more strategic concerning Bobrisky. If he's in prison or correctional center, it will avail the prison authority an opportunity to give him correctional or reverse therapy for presumably deviant social behavior. And then again, the court might be looking at an occasion, if he decides to continue along the deviant behavior, he may end 14 weeks in prison. So I think Bobrisky might have been set up for him to have the opportunity of correction for his deviant behavior. In the case of
Cubana chief priest, yes.
Yes, I think let's wait and see what his counsel, the defense counsel, where he will rest his argument.
Okay.
And concerning the slash on the price of diesel, I pray that it will be sustainable. That's my concern. And please, lastly, concerning beloved Rotimi Sankore,
right.
Let's have a program like Ubanji Direct in honor of Rotimi Sankore.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you too. Thank you. If you listen to the opening of the tribute week for Rotimi Sankore on Monday, I did say that we're going to bring back Public Square. We're going to bring it back bigger and better by the time we're about to start Public Square again, because that program is a brainchild of Rotimi Sankore. Great show, great guy. Yeah. You know what? Without wasting time, let me not address anything. Let's just go to our third story, because our third story is equally as big. Going by the name The Big Three alone, you know that every story is big on the Big Three. So, Nnamdi Kanu was in court. Right. So, Nnamdi Kanu, he was in court for the renewed resumption of trial. And during the trial at the Federal High Court, Abuja, Nnamdi Kanu agreed that there is a need for accelerated hearing and prosecution of the charges leveled against him. But then he gave the government, I don't want to say that he gave the court, because I don't know how that would sound. So he gave the government 3 conditions before he would agree to any accelerated prosecution. He said that unless the 3 conditions are met, he may not take part in any accelerated prosecution of his case. 1, he demanded that the bail granted him earlier be restored. Because according to him, once he is out on bail, he can go home and properly prepare for his defense. That's his first demand, first condition. He said that the bail was erroneously revoked based on a false and fraudulent claim of the federal government. I must say that the bail was revoked by a court. But according to Nnamdi Kanu, it was erroneously, revoked because the government lied during the bail hearing. Second condition, Kanu is requesting that the setting aside of the arrest warrant issued against him based on allegations by government that he had jumped bail and escaped out of the country, that arrest warrant should be set aside. That's his second demand before he can agree to any accelerated hearing. That arrest warrant must be set aside by the court. Then the last demand is that his lawyer must be permitted to have unhindered, free access to him as required by law. Now, the ball is in your court, Lagos. What do you make of these demands? Can he make demands? Should he be able to make demands? Are these demands legitimate? Well, I must say that the federal government lawyers, they've opposed to these demands. They are calling the demands all kinds of names. They said the demands are frivolous, demands are vexatious. It's making them angry. It says demands are irritating, demands are baseless. They shall use all sorts of names to describe the demands, and they ask the courts to just reject all of these things and just move on with the case. Well, I've asked my own questions. What you think about the demands put forward by Nnamdi Kanu? 0201 465 7190. We've got a few minutes left on the clock before we head into the second hour, the Rotimi Sankori hour. That will be 4 after the news. Let's get back to calls. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sheriff.
Good afternoon to you.
My name is Olumuyiwa, calling from Nigeria.
Talk to me.
Let me start from Nnamdi Kanu.
Okay.
I think they have kept this guy for more than 2 years. They should leave this guy now. Besides, we are seeing the terrorists, Boko Haram, say they have repented. They are now in town. They should leave the guy. I don't know why the people from the east are not even with one voice on this guy. That's what the people from the east are supposed to be saying every second. We leave this guy. Then on the money spending, Bobrisky, whatever, one fear, Tesla, one palapalapa. People are looting every day, looting. Budget have been padded everywhere. EFCs did not arrest them. They are not arresting people that are spending money. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you too. Thanks for calling me. Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you.
Hi, Sheriff.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. This is Remy.
Welcome, Remy.
Nigerians are easy to govern, and they can easily fool Nigerians. About 3 weeks ago, there was a report that Dangote reduced the price of diesel to 1.2. I don't know if you could recall.
Yeah, of course.
About 3 weeks ago. You have told me, was there any filling station that sold diesel for that amount?
You know, Remy, I asked that. I can't speak to that because I would need people to call in and tell me exactly how much they have been buying it since the reduction has started.
It was sold for 1,450 when they were told it was going to be 1.2.
Imagine that. Just imagine.
I was okay. If anybody can tell me if there was a station that sold it for 1.2, now they're telling us it's going to be 1,000 from his depot. So if they have to factor in the transportation and the likes, how much is it going to be? These people should be gentle with us with this propaganda. Even if the price gets to 1,000, whatever, was that the amount they made it? Yeah, but let me even ask you,
ask.
Quadry. Don't you think we are under recession? Nigeria is going through the recession. If you have to consider all the factors of recession, are we not experiencing it?
So the thing about recession is nobody can hide it. Technically, they would announce it that okay, see, we are in recession because they can't hide it. Because in recession, a lot of things.
Is another thing. Okay. The factors on ground. Okay, when we're under recession, with price of things this high, the answer is no.
Things are very expensive.
So the things are so expensive now. Do you expect anybody to explain to you on paper that we are going through recession?
So that's what I'm saying, Remy. It's not something that we can assume that we are in recession. It's something that has to be, data backed.
More reason I'm saying from inflation rate of price of goods.
I get you. I get what you're saying. No, I totally see, Remy. Trust me, I get what you're saying completely. But I'm saying that it's not something that we can assume. It has to be stated.
From my experience, from the facts on ground, I think we are.
Okay.
I could call in 2016.
Remy, I have to go. I really have to go now.
Okay.
I really have to go, Remy. Thank you. Thank you for calling me. Let's make speak with Joy. Hi, Joy. How are you doing?
Hello. This is Market Woman.
Market Woman, welcome.
How are you? Thank you for a good job. God
Thank you.
bless
Thank you too
How
for
is
calling.
the family?
Very well. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm happy to speak to you.
I'm happy to
today.
speak with you too.
See about the diesel issue. I'm not happy about it. You have to go down. Dangote have to go to his mate and reduce it. He have to go to his sugar and reduce it. I'm not happy about it.
You are very passionate about that sugar thing, eh?
Yes, so that is my business now, my brother.
I know.
The price is too high. It's too high. Please tell him. Let him bring everything down, boss mate. The thing I'm doing, I've stopped it now. Then about the spraying of the money, I blame Bob. What did they call him? The guy self.
Mommy of Lagos.
Why did he plead guilty? If it was me, I will point every politician that has been spraying money, carrying bag of money. I will not plead guilty of that. Then if they want to do those things, let them go to all of them and begin to do it. That is what they should do for us.
Okay.
All this one, they are just following backyard. I don't like it. Let them do the right thing in this country. Me, myself, as a market woman, I will do the right thing for this country to work. Look at somebody that has been shouting since all these years now. He is gone. Are we so bad that any good person that God bring for us, he will just go like that? Thank you.
Thank you too, Joy. Thanks for calling me. Appreciate it. Let me see. Okay, you're right on time. You're right on time. So let me see this person that says, let's see. On Dangote, he's only robbing Peter to pay Paul. If he actually reduced the price of diesel, the price of cement is still very high. So he has not done us any good. Akomaye from Ikorodu. Akomaye, thank you for sharing your thoughts. Appreciate that. Okay, I can't pick any. Can I? No, I can't because I'm gonna have to cut you off. Because of the time, all right? I can't pick any call, but let me squeeze in a message. Dangote reducing diesel price is commendable, but again, it's like we've made the abnormal normal in Nigeria. Diesel for power, normal. That's Nii Omole from Lagos here who sent a Nii. Thank you. Appreciate. Imagine a man who jumped bail, who should have been in jail by now, is now giving vexatious conditions. This is absurdity. That's Paul in Ota. Paul, thank you. I'm going to head out now. Let's take our final break. I'll be back, though. I'll be back before the top of the hour, 4, to wrap things up this hour. Stay here, please. Don't go away.
More talk, news, and sports after this. On the Morning Crossfire with me, Kofi Bartels. You have the big names, the most pressing issues, and the sharpest conversations.
We must leave that place of talking into the space of doing.
Nothing that's paying through their nose, and you're telling them after training they can't migrate. I will not be part of those who will give soft landing to these guys who are running the affairs of this country.
People are dying every day in an hour. People just go in and come out and read out stories to us. Come on, Kofi.
We must step beyond the talk. We have the analysis.
Join us as we dissect the headlines, bring you exclusive interviews, and dive deep into the heart of the matter. The big conversations live here.
Join Kofi Bartels on the Morning Crossfire, weekdays 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. only on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
And I've we've got 4 more minutes to interact, so let's quickly jump on the messages that are dropping. I have this one here that says, where's your message? Said I should read your message, and then Okay, says Dangote's refinery slashing diesel price is a welcome development. I hereby want FCCPC to go after NNPC fuel price, NCS hike in import duty charges, Disco's hike in electricity tariff, and meter. Chisco is your name from Ijagemo. Is that the name of your road, Jagajaga Road? Is that the name of your road, Jagajaga Road? I don't understand, really. Okay, you know what? Let me take another message. Poor names, yeah. All right, let me take this message quickly now. This diesel reduction from Dangote is not getting to the people. In the last 3 weeks, diesel has sold for 1,400 naira at my axis in Aja. I still bought this morning, and it has even gone up to 1,450 naira. That's Clem from Aja. Clem, thank you for the update. Again, the updates are very, very, very essential to this conversation. We need to know how much you're buying diesel. I mean, before yesterday, it was 1,200 naira. Were you able to get that 1,200 naira in the last 2 weeks? That's a very valid question.
Yes.
Good afternoon to you.
Sheriff.
Yes, please.
Laprushmi is calling.
You called before.
So, that time I want to confirm, is there any technical issue?
With what?
When I called before, because I was hearing myself when I dropped.
No. It was clear. It was clear. We could hear you.
Okay, I made my point.
Yes,
okay.
like right now. No, again, you called before. It's only one person per call.
No problem.
Thank you so much, Rapuchiku. We love you. Thank you. Let me take another call quickly. 0201-465-7190. Good afternoon to you. Yes, good afternoon.
My name is Nnamdi calling from Janiki.
It's Nnamdi. Welcome.
Diesel. My brother is using diesel. He bought diesel 1,360 naira today.
1,360.
1,360 naira per liter. Yes.
Okay.
That's the price of diesel. Thank you.
Thank you for the update. Thank you so much. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon, Sheriff. How are you? This is Obi calling from Ikeja.
Obi, welcome.
Sheriff, you know why Nigerians don't want to do good about this Bobrisky case?
Okay.
Bobrisky pleaded guilty so that he will make the prosecution easier for Nigeria so they won't spend money. Now, people have realized, despite pleading guilty, he's been sent to jail. People are going to be pleading not guilty.
Right.
And they will take the case to 3, 5, 10 years. At the end of the day, they will not achieve anything. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Obi. Thanks for sharing your thought. Appreciate it. It's 3:58 right now. It's got one call to come in. Oh, that call has dropped eventually. So I'm going to use that time to go take some messages very quickly. So here we go. Wait some time. Let's take some messages quickly now. Let me take this one here. This message reads, okay, I'm going to have to... Yeah. So he says, we're kidding ourselves in this country. EFCC hasn't gone after many known prominent people we all know should be behind bars by now for blatant corruption and embezzlement. Instead, it's going after people for spraying ridiculous. Until there are no more sacred cows in this country, then we are not serious. That's Dari who dropped that. Dari, thank you. Let's go in for the news, Lagos. When we return from the news, would speak to a guest before we do Rotimi Sankoria, okay? So stay here on Nigeria Info 99.3.
From policies to politics, economies, local and foreign news, we keep you updated on all the happenings.